I bought this Dell laptop. Is it any good? In this video, I'm going to basically explain it. It is one of the better options. I brought a few laptops used on eBay to test out which is the best option. In this video, I'm going to explain all the benefits, the pros and cons. This is actually quite a nice laptop, but watch this video where I'll explain what I found with this used laptop and why I'm sending it back. So this is obviously a Dell, and this one is the 9420. It's not the latest and greatest. It's an i7, and I don't like to show just so you get an idea. That's like the Dell power supply. So it's not a ginormous power supply. That's something to keep an eye on. Some of these computers, they're just really big power supplies. So I think you're going to enjoy this video. I'm going to cover everything. Check the chapters. You'll see information. After this little clip, I'll start using the laptop to record everything. So you'll see the laptop audio, the microphone, the webcam, how it performs for gaming, if it can game, multi-core processing, all that stuff basically. Is it good to buy a used laptop? Well, it's interesting. This one has amazing speakers.
Dell Latitude 9420. Is this the ultimate laptop for content creators? In this video, I'm going to show you a quick overview of everything I tested on this laptop. So I bought this being a good option for long battery life and good processing and doing daily tasks. So off the bat, it's not going to be your best gaming PC. I'm going to show you a few pros and cons of buying a used laptop, so you'll see how I set it up, what I did with it, as well as all the basic checks that I did. So this Dell laptop is actually a decent option. It was a run-up between this and a few others. I'm going to check the mouse, I'm going to check the clicking, the keyboard, everything. This one is okay. It's pre-owned. It's a i7 11th gen, 32GB RAM. It's got a small hard drive which is 256 SSD gigabyte. It's a 14-inch full HD display, and it was listed as used and not the best condition. So at £525 it was listed at. I did a few basic tests on this. So what I did do is I did export of a 4K video. When I bought this, I bought it online. It came delivered. It was wrapped up and packed up nicely. I made a separate video explaining the checks you need to do on used laptops, and you'll be pleased to do those checks because I basically did those and found out a few things. So make sure you check out that video. So visual inspection, doing all the port checks and seeing all the damage on the used laptop can be disheartening. So you'll see there's a few extra marks on the laptop here along the side. I looked inside the laptop as well to see what was present, and that made up part of the testing of the laptop. So I opened up the bottom case, had a look inside. It took one of these really small SSD hard drives, and there's some slots there for RAM. The battery life was not excellent on this, so I quickly discovered that the battery life and health wasn't good. So I did what I mentioned in my other video. I went through, looked at the specs of the computer, did it match up to the listing, and was it all present? So I checked the CPU, the RAM, the hard drive, and the settings, and then I did a few tests on the RAM. So I did a RAM test as well as a hard drive test and speed test on the GPU. So I ran a quick Fortnite game on there to see what kind of rates it gets. It's not the best one out there, but you can get away with it. So you can do like low settings, 60 FPS gaming on there, and it was getting warm, but you know, it's alright. Obviously this is a laptop, so I took it out and took to see how well it performs on the battery and see if that would do well. So with the laptop itself, it's nice and small, it's lightweight. I like the fact that it's 14-inch. The screen was very good, so it wasn't like too glossy. The other IBM Lenovo ThinkPad Yoga 7 Slim Pro is a really long name. I had that was way too glossy, so I couldn't see well. So this laptop is a lot better for the screen, and I spent some time with it to do a couple of Zoom calls. I added an extra camera on this. This is an action camera plugged in on the side as a webcam, so you can see me working while I'm doing this. And I was running this off my computer's hotspot, my mobile phone. The webcam 720p, not a great webcam. I didn't like the webcam. Let's hear the volume of the music. The speakers were good because it's got 2 speakers on the bottom, 2 on the top, and is super good. This is probably the best speakers I've had. I could easily put music on this, leave it on the table and listen to it, and it'll be very nice and pleasing. The mouse pad, I wasn't too keen on the mouse pad. I'm not a fan of these clicky pads. I prefer to have some buttons, but that's just personal preference. So overall, what do I think on this? I think it's a good option for tasks. You can do 4K video exports. I did a 10-minute video 4K exported in performance mode. It took about 11-12 minutes. The keys sound okay. There's nothing too worrying about this computer. It's a budget computer, but it's designed for business use. So the couple of things I noticed on these are its build quality is very good. It's got a micro SD card reader. It's got a nice screen, which is good. It's got a HDMI port, 2 Type-Cs, headphone port, as well as a mic port built in. On the opposite side, it's got the USB Type A, and it looks like a XPS, like a Dell XPS. It's got a nice furnished finish, and it works well. So I was able to connect it to Bluetooth via Bluetooth with like a DJI mic. I played up some games on battery mode to see how well those would do. I went through the settings and changed some of the settings to make it a little bit more lower. So you'll see that 120 FPS is an option. You can go to unlimited to see how well it performs. It was okay, you know, it's not a gaming PC, but if you want to do video editing on there, then you want some type of graphics in there. It's got its standard unbuilt graphics card, and it's the Evo model from Intel Pro V7. So it's like one of those options. Just go through the settings, find the correct settings for you, but I think there's a bit of play there you can do with it. So overall, there's a couple of little issues with the laptop, because I found that there's a few marks and a few dents on the PC laptop. So I got in touch with the seller. I will be returning this computer. The SSD is too small, and because it's the small in terms of it's 256 gigabytes, because it's a smaller one, they actually are a little bit more expensive to buy as well. So you'd have to order them specifically. So spending another £120 on like a 500 gig or a terabyte, putting that into the computer might make it a lot better because of spacing. I'll leave you with some of the videos I've recorded for the gameplay, so you can understand the frame rates and the details about that. Battery life, from what I used, like a mixture of ideas. I put it on power saver mode as well at some points. I was getting about 4 or 5 hours, and that's a lot lower than the described like 10 to 12 hours. So I think that realistically it's going to be half of what they say it is. And in daily use, you're going to do some intensive tasks, some lower tasks. I think they test it with playing just videos. And who just sits there with a laptop playing videos? If you're doing a content creation role, you're going to be doing some website strolling, you're going to be doing some coding updates, you're going to be putting through computer through some Zoom calls, you're going to be playing some music, you might do a little game here and there, you'll export a few videos, you'll bring SD cards into there and bring those over, plug into HDMI, bring it on full screen on your TVs. You know, all these little things are mixed, so obviously the battery life is based on that. So I have done a few other videos on a few other laptops that I'm thinking about, and so far out of the ones I've tested, this one is the best contender for my needs. And remember, my needs are, I want a laptop that does good work, so I can open it up, write articles on there, I can do a couple of edits for shorts, do a couple of 4K video edits, bring footage onto there, do Zoom calls, record Zoom calls, have meetings on there, do website updates, do WordPress articles, all these little things, and it works perfectly well for those. And that's what I want it for. But I want something that will last a lot longer. So I'm not a big fan of MacBooks, so don't mention the M2 or M3 Airs Pros, you know, the ones that the new chip. They are really good apparently, but that's not my kind of cup of tea. I prefer to have a Windows computer. This has got Windows 10 on there, and it seems like Windows 10 performs a little bit better than Windows 11. Windows 11 seems to take a little bit more battery power. It was a bit weird because the Yoga had Windows 11, and it was a little bit that did not have good battery.
So in summary, this laptop, the Dell, is it a good laptop? What do I find? The 9420 Dell is like a business setup laptop. It's got a nice, you can probably see, got like a nice metal rim all the way around the outside. However, when I did my checklist of what to check on the computer, so if you go to the link in the description or the pinned comment, you'll see the stuff I check on a used laptop. It'll tell you what you want to check out for. So I noticed a lot of conditional issues on this. The battery health was really low. The webcam quality is very poor. It's like 720p. The keyboard was nice. I did not like at all. I did not like the mouse. Like, see, it's kind of like very That was a couple of things I didn't like. However, I did like the fact it had a micro SD card, which a lot of the other computers in this range don't have anymore. So a lot of my content I like to put straight in. I don't want to have to carry adapters, so that was a plus. It looks very nice. It looks like an XPS. It feels well built, good quality. And for the price, I picked this up for £525 for an i7 quad core 16GB RAM. No, this had 32GB RAM. And the only thing that I had issue with was the hard drive was very small in this. And if I was to change the hard drive, it's one of the more expensive ones. It's like the smaller size ones than compared to the big ones. So when you're buying it, buy the best you can at that point. And what did I do? I actually bought another laptop because I think this is not the right fit for me. I'm buying this all for my business. It'll be mainly content creation, video work. So I actually bought something else. So you'll see what I ended up buying. There's be another video here where you can check out what I bought and use these as an experience for you. Should you buy used?